What's up everyone, it's Roger here from DisKingdom.com with a quick update for you guys on the day of the Tentacle Remastered. So I'm going to share my thoughts on this one here. So this is a game back from 1993 and basically the tentacles have taken over the earth and you kind of use this a point and click game, and the idea is that you've got your friends are stuck in 3 different time zones. You've got someone stuck in like the colonial times with like George Washington. You've also got someone stuck in like the modern time, and you've got someone stuck 200 years in the future where basically the tentacles have taken over. It all takes place in one house and you have to kind of wander around the house picking up objects, talking to people, but also this is where things get a little bit interesting. You're then going to send objects through time through the Portaloo time machine where there's a portal, and then for example you might want to send a note back to the past to basically cut down a tree. So if you cut down the tree, then suddenly the girl drops out of the tree in the future. Very weird. You've kind of got things where you might send, for example, wine back to the past. You leave it there and put it in a safe place. You then pick it up a couple of 100 years later and it's now turned to vinegar. So little things like that, very odd. There's a lot of humor in here. There's lots of little nods to things like Star Wars because that's the team from Lucasfilm who made it. It's definitely an interesting one. It's out now on PC, it's out on PlayStation 4 and also PS Vita. Now I've been playing it on the PlayStation 4 and the PS Vita because it's a cross-play game, which is something I'm really excited about because it's been great to kind of jump between the two devices of what I've been doing. I've been love playing it on the PS Vita. It seems to be a perfect kind of game for that nowadays. I love the touchscreen thing that you can use. It really does feel like a game you might find on your iPad nowadays, but the best thing about this is that you can play it, but you've unlocked the full thing, so you don't have to worry about waiting time limits or how many gold bars you've collected or you've got to buy this like modern day games. You just can jump in and play it, and I think that's really something that's really great to know about this game. Now I never played it back in 1993. My PC at the time wasn't able to literally did come on I had a really old floppy disk drive. I mean literally the 5.5 inch discs that were really bad. Anyway, it was just a really old PC that couldn't handle the game, so I never got to experience about them. I know a lot of friends while I was at school were playing it, and that was a kind of fun thing about this game is when it came out originally you had to kind of earn your stripes. You had to kind of go through and play it, and it took a long time because if you got stuck there was no real manual, there was no way of finding out unless you had some friends, and it doesn't really give you any hints or anything like that. Even though they've updated the graphical interface for the menus and stuff, it's still, you know, they don't give you any hints like you might do nowadays. But nowadays the great thing is you can just jump onto Google and find a guide, which I have done a few times to kind of help me out because, you know, this is the way we play games now. You get stuck for a little bit, you look for help. We're not used to kind of waiting and waiting, but some people might love the challenge of trying to work it all out. It's definitely a funny game. It's definitely kind of got lots of humor in there. Like I said, a lot of people will want to go back and play this. It looks amazing because they've completely redone it, redrawn it, but you can also press a quick button and it will fly back to how it used to look back in 1993. And I think a lot of people maybe have got time vision goggles on where things in the past look a lot better in their memory than they were in physical time. But it's definitely worth checking out. Like I said, I would definitely recommend it if you played it back in 1993, or maybe if you just want a new click and play adventure that you can just jump in and kind of spend a lot of hours. You know, I easily, you know, I mean, you're going to take a long time to kind of complete this one here, and even if you go right through with the guide, it's going to take you a bit of time. It's definitely pretty challenging. It's some of the puzzles can take you a while, and definitely would just recommend it. I love the idea that I've got it on my PlayStation 4 and PS Vita. Well, anyway, guys, I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Comment below, get in touch with me, and let me know what you guys think of this game, and I shall see you guys in a later video. Laters.